So this is one of the great. I'm sorry, man. This is stupid as hell. You $1.6 million. You did all that schooling. You got to realize that for a dude this old, he grew up in a different time. Okay, where getting this money took forever. It's his life savings, and this is the danger of romance, right? I've had this conversation with as many black men that I can have it with in terms of you understanding you are thirsty, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting some romance. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting some cuddles and stuff like that. But you gotta know what it is for yourself. You gotta know what's happening for yourself, so that you understand and you have, because when you misunderstand things, right, and you go about things the wrong way and all that, right, what can happen is you put yourself in a vulnerable position to where you get shocked when things change. Like you're not able to roll with. Like, for example, I always think about, like, yo, during my last days of being with my ex and everything. I'm not saying I should have done this, but like where my courage is at now, where my heart is at now, I would have been told to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have an abundance mindset at that time. See, the scarcity mindset is when men try to make a woman listen to him, make them this, make them that. Because again, a man has the ability to make any woman his wife. He can make any woman a mother, right? Pardon me. He can make a woman. He can make a woman employed if he has a business. He can give her like a man can give to a woman freely if he wants to, right? So what a man will do is try to pick a woman that maybe that he can work with, and he think he can mold her into something, which is not the worst thing, right? But it is what it is. I guess it all depends on what makes you happy. So where I'm at my life personally, as far as someone I'm getting out the bed for, as far as someone that I'm thinking like, yo, I would actually when kicking with you, I'm at the point now where like, yo, if I'm not going to enjoy myself, I'm good. If it ain't what I want, yo, I'm good. I don't feel like, yo, because you here. But at one point, right, there was a girl at my job that, yo, the old me, if she was with it, I would try to like make that work, right? But the new me understands, I don't gotta talk to no girl on my job. I don't gotta talk to no girl who live in my town because there's women everywhere. I'm a handsome ass man. Like, there's women everywhere. That all I gotta do is I can get a girl who look like her. Cause girls who look like her like me. Like, yo, when you a dude, you should know what kind of girl go for you the most. You know what kind of girl go for me the most? Tall, dark skinned women. Like, dark skinned women in general, really all women. But dark skinned women, like the darker she is, and when she not FBA. If she African, Haitian, Jamaican, African, or something like that, whatever, yo, you know what I mean? Shit, man, hold on. Where's my? Oh, man, that was good. That was good. Come on now.
That was good though.
You know what I mean?
Peace, man. Kick rocks.
Maybe I'm not even speaking English.
God.
I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking Guyanese. You know, everything you eat.
But y'all niggas wanting romance put y'all in a vulnerable position. This dude right here, if he had all that money, that mean that he had at least $1,500 a month. All right, he not gonna live that long, right? Matter of fact, how old is he? 76. So he wasn't gonna live that much longer anyway. So he definitely had it in the budget. He had a Punani budget. So rather than getting him a nice arrangement going and seeing the young lady in person, because he could have definitely got him a nice little ling in person. Shout out to CGA. I know dark skin niggas be emotional. He could have got him an actual fine ling, right? And saw her a few times a month going out to dinner. She would have gone to dinner with him, gave him cuddles, play with his sack. You know what I'm saying? In real life. But because you trying to find you, I don't know why they mentioned that she was Christian. Because you trying to find a connection and whatnot. You wind up in a situation right here. This is crazy.
To tell his son he lost everything he'd saved up.
I cuss my daddy out for shit like this.
It was easy communication. It felt very comfortable.
Yeah, I
Jenny
bet.
soon told William she was making a fortune investing and asked him to join her. Within about 6 months, he'd invested $1.6 million. He could see his money growing on the platform. But William's son had suspicions.
Part of what's hard is from the very first moment he tells me about Jenny, and he's like, you ever get one of these messages? Yeah, all the time. And they're all fake. We had the suspicion, but not the evidence. I think
Until
we're
he
talking
did a
about principally
reverse
girls.
image search on Jenny and found several social media accounts using what appear to be the same videos.
Did you ever ask to meet her in person?
Several times.
There was always an excuse to not meet in person.
Right.
Months into the relationship, Jenny told him she lent him $110,000 for a big investment opportunity. When he tried to pay her back, the wire transfer to China was blocked. So Williams agreed to meet a runner in his home and handed him a bag with $110,000 in cash.
I didn't know. My God, like what a terrifying idea.
At this point, do you think Jenny is even a real person?
At this point, I'm wondering, but I'm so deeply.
You said, what you mean you wondering? You know what it is too? If you a millennial, you have lived in a time where the world has changed so many times in just 20 years. So he's 76 years old. So he doesn't come from an era where people can do these things, where people had these kind of scams where they could talk to you and communicate with you. Someone couldn't do this before. They couldn't do this with AI, right? And make this guy think he's forming a connection, because what this is a romance scam. What the romance scammer does, they always target older people, mostly because yes, they're more susceptible, but they also come from a different time where mentally they can't really even fathom someone doing this to them and why they're doing it, or the motivation, because they don't relate to it. They don't think that way, right? And that's why they're vulnerable. And again, also, men gotta realize, fam, you put yourself in a really vulnerable position trying to be a romantic ass nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with you getting with someone who like to be around you and like being with you and everything, right? But again, it's gonna cost you. And look at how much it cost him, because he ain't want to pay, or he didn't go about it the way he should go about it for a man his age.
Yeah, in terms of money, that I'm praying that it is true.
And when Williams wanted to take out his money, some $4 million, Jenny said he'd have to send more money to cover the taxes. That's when alarm bells started going off. Williams' son then made his own AI-generated video of Jenny to show him just how easy it is.
I felt this incredible connection.
Williams accepted he'd been scammed and reported it to police and the FBI.
If his son made this video, if his son made that mean they had a big blowout. They was going back and forth. They fought about this a lot. He trying to keep his composure. If you look closely, his bald head is steaming. You know how much he done fought with his father about this whole thing? His father done sat in that couch and said, I'm wondering. Nigga, you wondering? What you mean you wondering? You just lost $1 million. You just lost his inheritance. Okay? From the looks of it, it seemed like his dad had to come live there. This dude gave away his life savings because he felt a tingle. Let this be a lesson to y'all, man. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to have it your way.
Use that gun.
Or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast. And he was moving too fast.
At the work of some super coder, this took me 3 minutes on a site that didn't even charge me money to do it, and that's super scary.
NBC News reached out to Jenny, but she never responded. We have not verified whether the person seen in the videos is real or AI generated.
Yeah, and there's a chance that she's just sending his father these videos. Or I'm sorry, there's some dude sending your dad these videos, and he managed to get your dad for $1.6 million by just putting this pretty Asian girl up here. Doing dances and shit, you know what I'm saying? And gang signs.
That we would tell our
NYPD financial crimes detective Daniel Alessandrino says AI is supercharging these scams.
now with AI, they're giving you realistic videos and it looks like you're really talking to the person.
He says never invest or send money to someone you haven't met and report these scams right away to give investors.
No, you're still phrasing that wrong. Never give money to someone that you have not smashed. That's way better advice, because that was especially for these dudes that's getting got. And you need to tell them that if you have not penetrated this person, do not get them any money. Because at least if you penetrated or you about to, if you not smelt this person, don't give them no money. But definitely if you don't know if you can. This is nasty work, King.
Investigators a chance to recover stolen money. And he says in some cases,
I would give my dad dirty ass looks.
Are victims.
The victims of human
Wait,
trafficking,
tell the
where
story.
they have
I'd be
these
like-
compounds, and they lure people on job opportunities, they torture them, and unless they provide by doing these cons.
There was no way out.
22-year-old.
This nigga. When as soon as I saw him, this whole thing lost all credibility. Y'all niggas done bought into the Nigerian scam of, yo, when I was doing this, I was just doing it because it was torturing me. What are you talking about? He gonna basically, to what he gonna absolve? First of all, he's saying he don't want you to share his whole name because he feared for his life, but he's appearing with his face out on camera telling the damn story. Watch this.
Arnold from Uganda connected with us through
My bad,
Amnesty
Uganda. He from
International.
Uganda.
He asked us not to reveal his full name because he fears for his safety. But Arnold says he paid $2,000 to a job agency that sent him to a scam compound like this.
You think he had $2,000 in Uganda dollars? No. 2, if he's afraid for his life, why is he showing you his face? He got a haircut and everything for this. He's not afraid. He just don't want you to judge him. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all too naive.
One in Cambodia, where he says he was forced to find victims for investment schemes using social media.
You feel their pain, you're also being tortured, you are being beaten.
The Cambodian government says it's cracking down on the scam industry and has denied that it's complicit. Thousands of trafficked workers have recently been released from scam centers. After about 6 months, Arnold says he was released and often thinks about his victims.
They just saw me as the devil. I do not blame them, but the people in those companies are also just victims who are under immense pressure of life and death. And when they return, because they don't earn anything, life even becomes harder to them, just as the people that have lost their properties and money.
Why do you want to speak out about what happened to you?
Majorly because there are a lot of people who are still there, who need help. But also this work is still going on, so there are more people who are being affected through these schemes who may need to learn about all this.
We always want you to do something else.
The irony is not lost on Williams that he works in tech and was unable to help his dad sooner.
That's also the deep guilt that I carry. Is like, I mean, I got some answers, man. It's like, we could have talked about this.
So he's now using what his family learned
How do we fight this?
to build an app to help people identify scams.
The thing that was the most gut-wrenching.
Man, you trying to get that money back, man. But you don't need no app for that. You only need some simple advice. Do not give money to someone that you're not stroking. If you have not been inside that person, don't give them no money. You know what I'm saying? Don't use that. You gotta use your gun.
Tonight, I want to see you use that gun.
You feel me? Like,
was when I asked him what you did it for, and he shared it was because I wanted to leave you something. Like, he's the gift. This is all we want.
Vicky Nguyen, NBC News, New York.
God damn, that's hell, man. All right, man. Where we at with this, man? I'm gonna pause it. We back, man. Listen, I fell asleep. I totally forgot about this subject right here. I was gonna talk about something else, but let's go ahead and get to Dame and the comedy hijinks of Dame Dash and the Harlem World affiliates and all that. So apparently, Dame Dash and Cameron have been going at it, man. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. What's up?
But he eventually apologized and wanted to squash the beef.
You know, I'm sitting here on the dock looking at the view, and I'm thinking, like,